In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 12, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs versus New York Mets. The New York Mets will host the Chicago Cubs on Monday in the Big Apple. The Mets will send Chris Bassett to the mound, while the Cubs will start their young right-hander Javier Assad. The Mets are 8-0 in Bassett's last 8 starts. The Cubs are 1-7 in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record. The over is 4-0 in the Mets' last 4 games. The over is 4-0 in the Mets' last 4 games against a team with a losing record. Just hours after playing in prime time on ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball, the Cubs have to travel to the Big Apple and take on the Mets. That's a tall task, given that New York is the 3rd betting favorite to win the World Series. Despite losing their stranglehold on the National League East, they're still leading the division. They're set up to extend that lead against a depleted Cubs team. Not only is this a very quick turnaround for them, but they're also missing 2 of their best players. All-star starter Wilson Contreras and Patrick Wisdom are both on the injured list. That's their top 2 home run hitters, making that a major blow to their success. It also doesn't help the Cubs that they have to face Chris Bassett in this opener. He may not be Jacob deGrom, but he's having a great season. He's out for his 14th win on the year, and the team has won his last 8 starts. He hasn't faced the Cubs this season, but he's undefeated against the National League Central. That includes 2 wins over a strong Cardinals team. Bassett also opened up this month by beating the league best Dodgers. On the flip side, the Cubs have to rely on rookie starter Javier Assad making 5th big league start. Chicago has lost his last 3, and his most recent was his worst. That was against a weak Reds team, so the Mets should have no problem opening up this series with a W. The New York Mets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Bassett has been very good at home all year, and he will be facing a weak Cubs lineup on Tuesday. Assad got hit hard in his last outing, but he's still been decent, and the Mets' offense has been inconsistent recently. This game will be played at a pitcher's park, and neither team is hitting very well right now. This will be a low-scoring game, particularly for the Cubs against Bassett and Queens. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Arizona Diamondbacks. This Monday, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks will play Game 1 of this 3-game series. The first pitch will be thrown out inside Chase Field. The last time these 2 teams matched up, the Dodgers ended up sweeping the Diamondbacks in 4 games. The Dodgers are coming into this one after a tough series with the San Diego Padres. They split the first 2 games, as the Dodgers looked great at the plate in Game 2. They scored 8 runs, as the Padres couldn't keep them off the bases. Los Angeles also looked great to win the series in Game 3. The Diamondbacks will be entering this one after losing their previous series to the Colorado Rockies. The Diamondbacks struggled on the mound, as they gave up 17 combined runs in the first 2 games of that series. They will have to be better on the mound if they want to take care of business at home against the Dodgers. The Dodgers are 50-15 in their last 65 overall and 20-8 in their last 28 road games. Los Angeles is 45-17 in their last 62 in Game 1 of a series. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks are 5-1 in their last 6 in Game 1 of a series and 5-2 in their last 7 at home. Arizona is 38-82 in their last 120 versus the National League West. The Los Angeles Dodgers home baseball has best record with 95 victories, which are 6 victories more than any other team. Angeles is 1st in 3 hitting categories and 3rd in team batting average, while on the mound the Dodgers are also 1st in 3 pitching categories and 10th in quality starts. Los Angeles starting pitcher Tyler Anderson has an impressive 2.73 earned run average with 14 victories, and the Dodgers have won 10 of the left-hander's last 12 starts. In just 1 meeting this season against Arizona, Anderson gave up no runs on 5 hits in 6 innings, and the Dodgers won 3-1. Arizona has lost 5 of Merrill Kelly's last 8 starts. The Diamondbacks have also lost each of Kelly's 2 starts this season versus the Dodgers. Anderson has 6 earned over his last 3 starts in a span of 19.1 frames. He's got 19 hits and just 2 walks during that time, time, so Anderson should do pretty well here also. Nelson is something of a wild card. However, if the Diamondbacks get another performance out of him like last time, they'll be in great shape. Should be a fun game regardless. So the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. In the only game that Tyler Anderson faced Arizona this season, a total of 4 runs were scored, and in the 2 games that Merrill Kelly has pitched for Arizona against Los Angeles, the total finished under in both. The total has finished under in 9 of Arizona's last 12 against a team from the National League West. Los Angeles owns the best team earned run average in all of baseball at 2.89, and the Dodgers pitching staff has the best batting average allowed at .211. The Los Angeles Dodgers are currently allowing 3.24 runs per game, which is the lowest average in the MLB. The Diamondbacks are going to struggle to consistently reach base, and Tyler Anderson will continue to keep them off the scoreboard. Tyler Anderson is getting the start on the mound, and he has been an absolute beast this season. He is currently 14-3 with a 2.73 earned run average and a 1.03 WHIP. In his last start, he pitched for 7 innings and he only allowed 3 earned runs. I also see the Dodgers bullpen keeping the Diamondbacks off the scoreboard late in this game, as they have been great this season. They are allowing 3.03 runs per game, which is the 3rd least in the entire league. They don't make many mistakes, and they allow the Dodgers batting lineup to pull away. Arizona isn't hitting the ball well enough to help push this score past the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus San Francisco Giants. The Atlanta Braves and San Francisco Giants open a 3-game series at Oracle Park in San Francisco on Monday night. The Braves meet the Giants for the 2nd time this season. Back in June, the Braves beat San Francisco 3-1 in a 4-game set at Truist Park in Atlanta. The Giants are only 6-14 in their last 20 encounters with the Braves, while the under is 12-7-1 in that stretch. The San Francisco Giants are in a very tough spot Monday night as they play host to the Atlanta Braves. The first thing that stood out to me about this matchup was the scheduling dynamics. San Francisco has the daunting task of playing the Sunday night baseball game on ESPN before traveling for a Monday game. Teams in that scenario have performed very poorly this season, and the Giants will be traveling from Chicago back home, while Atlanta was already on the West Coast in Seattle and finished their game more than 6 hours before the Giants did. It isn't like returning home is anything that great for the Giants either, as they are just 37-33 at home and 5-7 as a home underdog. Atlanta is 40-28 on the road, including 32-13 as a road favorite. They are 77-32 overall as a favorite this year, while San Francisco is 13-34 as an underdog. One of the main reasons Atlanta is favored in this game is because Spencer Strider will make the start for the Braves. The 23-year-old Clemson product is the betting favorite for National League Rookie of the Year and has the 6th shortest odds for National League Cy Young, albeit at 31. Strider has an electric fastball that ranks 97th percentile in velocity. He throws that pitch 67.2% of the time, but has just a .207 XBA allowed on his four-seam. Strider ranks 95th percentile or better in XBA, XSLG, X earned run average, and K percentage. He also ranks 68th percentile or better in barrel rate, average exit velocity, and hard hit rate. Atlanta is 12-6 in his starts, and he has allowed 5 combined earned runs in his last 5 starts spanning 31 IP. There is quite a bit of swing and miss in this Giants lineup, and Strider ranks 95th percentile in whiff rate this year. Alex Cobb is someone that advanced stats nerds like myself continue to see potential in. His actual stats are starting to shift closer to his expected stats as the season continues, but he has still been unlucky to this point. His .255 OBA drops to a .231 XBA, which is 60th percentile. His more than respectable 3.68 earned run average drops to a 78th percentile 3.17x earned run average. Cobb also ranks 83rd percentile in XSLG and 94th percentile in barrel rate this year. While he has performed far better at home, this Atlanta offense is lethal, and the Giants are only 8-15 in his starts this season. San Francisco has been one of the worst defensive teams in baseball, and their lack of ability to make plays can lead to poor luck for ground ball pitchers. Both bullpens were used up during the weekend, especially on Sunday, but the Atlanta unit is far more trustworthy to me. I believe this price should be closer to -200 and see value in backing Atlanta given everything I have mentioned. So the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. As much as I love Strider, it is worth mentioning that the Giants were able to get to him in June for 6 earned runs and 3.2 IP. San Francisco is far from my favorite offense, but they do have respectable power in their lineup, and they take a lot of walks, which is the one main weakness in Strider's game. The Giants have scored 3 or more earned runs off 4 of the last 6 right-handed starters they have faced, and while I believe Strider pitches well enough to take care of business, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of Giants runs on the board before he exits the game. The majority of the scoring is expected from the Atlanta side in this matchup, as the Braves rank 2nd in isolated power, 3rd in slugging, and 7th in OPS and WOBA in the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. Their lineup is deep and has many sources of power and run production. With both bullpens worked, the starting pitchers may be pitched through some tough situations they otherwise wouldn't have to with a fresh bullpen behind them. These teams have both trended to the over this season. They have a combined 140 to 123 to 16 record to the over, 102 to 92 to 12 to the over in their 3rd game without a day off, and 40 to 26 record to the over when the total has been set at 7.5. On the road, the Braves have a 38 to 25 to 5 record to the over, and despite playing in a pitcher-friendly park, the Giants are over .500 to the over at home. Despite starting pitchers with elite advanced numbers, the over is 9 to 8 to 1 in Strider starts and 12 to 11 in Cobb starts, so it isn't like they are under machines. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.